Hello everyone, it's Rosanna and thank you so much for joining me today. Today I wanted to go over 3 super strategies, must-know tips to become the best singer that you can be. These are the starting points. These are things that if you've skipped along the way might be the thing that's making you hit a wall and standing in your way. If you're a beginner, these are the things that you should know right away, right out of the gate. They involve pacing yourself when you're breathing, pitch and intonation, and opening those vowels. Those 3 things together, they're easy to get started with, and it's just really important that we have a positive starting point. Speaking of positive, I got a sticker today from a student. Usually I give the stickers to the students, but I'm using this today as a way to remind us of all the positive energy that's around us. And all the sweet little things that can happen that could cheer you up during the day. And hopefully this video will do the same when you sound better by breathing and pacing yourself. So let's start with our strategy for pacing ourselves. So what do I mean by pacing ourselves when we're singing and when we're breathing? Most of the time when I'm working with my students, this little tweak that I can work on with them gets them singing better, faster, like so much more quickly than so many other things. It's about figuring out when to breathe, making sure you have enough breath, enough air in the tank to get you through those longest lines, and just planning ahead and doing it consistently the same way every single time. So I would like to sing Hallelujah with you guys first. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. So what I did there was I didn't let all the air out all at once. I didn't go hallelujah. But that's what students do. They try to sing, they try to oversing, they try to take too much breath, expel it all forward, and then they don't have enough for the end of the line. It's a common error in singing, and that's why I wanted to address it with you guys today, because you might be doing this and you might think that maybe it's you, maybe you don't have a strong voice, and actually maybe you do. Maybe right now you could already sing better if you were just doing that one thing. Here is an exercise I want you guys to try today or this week, if you can, on an S sound. I want you to expel that S sound and time yourself. Try to hold that for 20 seconds, 25 seconds, then 30 seconds, because what will happen is you'll pace yourself and you'll figure out how that feels to pace your breath. So that is tip number 1. Now, Hallelujah was an easy song to start with because there's only one word. What happens when there are multiple words involved? Now that's going to change our strategy totally. So please forgive the Disney reference here, but here is a common trouble spot for students. It's the line from A Whole New World that goes, soaring, tumbling, freewheeling through an endless diamond sky. I mean, this line just keeps going. And multiple words in a row, no place to breathe. So either you have to conserve and get all the way to the end, but problem with this is that not only so many lines, so many words to go, but it keeps building volume and the notes get higher. So what we try to do in a situation like this so we can sing confidently is we look for a sneak breath, okay? A sneak breath somewhere in the middle of that line so that we can be absolutely certain we're going to make it to the end consistently, especially if we'll be performing and we don't want to have to worry about this. So my sneak breath for that line is after freewheeling. So it would go something like this. Soaring, tumbling, freewheeling through an endless diamond sky. You could even actually do it after soaring, tumbling. Soaring, tumbling, freewheeling. I just don't particularly like it there as much. And honestly, I don't even need the breath after freewheeling, but I take it anyway because sooner or later, I'm gonna run out of breath. So that's the trick, is sometimes you have to take the breath before you actually need to. In fact, you wanna do that. You want to do that, so you're not leaving it to chance. If you're leaving it to chance, you're not gonna have confidence. You're not gonna have a plan. You need to have a plan moving forward. You have to have enough breath that's always waiting for you so you can do whatever you need to do. So, soaring, tumbling, freewheeling through an endless diamond sky. I can get as loud as I want now. I have plenty of air. Here's another tip though. It's really important where you choose to take those sneak breaths. Breaths? Yeah, it's important. It's very important because if you breathe in the middle of a word like soaring, tumbling, freewheeling through an endless diamond sky, if you pick places that aren't natural, where you wouldn't naturally breathe in the first place, it breaks the momentum of the song and it breaks up your singing quality as well. So choose to take a breath somewhere that you would speak naturally. Soaring, tumbling, freewheeling through an endless diamond sky. If you can say it the correct way with the breath that you have chosen, then you know that you're doing it the best way possible. So that is all about pacing yourself with breathing, and that's going to improve your singing right away. If you don't have enough breath, you won't have enough energy to sing your songs, and you won't have the confidence that it takes to get up in front of people and sing if that's your goal too. So number 2, pitch, your intonation. If you are not on pitch, then nothing else matters. Then everything that you do from this point forward, if you know you have pitch problems, you need to work on pitch problems. It could be because you're not breathing correctly, so you may want to study that as well. But if pitch is an issue for you, ear training and really studying pitch. Singing sharp, singing flat, not your friend. If you're trying to sing do, re, mi, and you're going up and you're doing something more like do, re, mi, like where you're just a little bit over it, you have to practice landing smack in the middle of every single note. If you're already doing perfect pitch, then you are blessed and you do not have to worry about that. You might only get pitchy when you just don't know the song and you didn't know what note to aim for in the first place. That might be why you're pitchy. But once you learn the song and you're certain of all the notes, the pitch should be there, and that's very important. So, number 3, your vowels and opening those vowels. I know this sounds really like, what? Who cares? But seriously, guys, listen to the ah sound when I don't open my mouth. Ah. And now when I open my mouth, ah. So that is an instant fixer-upper right there. You want to take 2 pencils or 2 popsicle sticks and stand in front of a mirror and go ah, e, I, o, u. And notice how u is hard. U, I'm opening the back. U, something's open. Something's always open. Either the front is open, or the yawn, that yawn place in the back. A, E, O, U, and not, and your tongue shouldn't be, that shouldn't be in the way. E, you shouldn't be tightening. Nice and loose, nice and open. Go through every song that you love to sing and think about your vowels. Think about your pacing, your breath, your pitch, and your vowels. Those 3 things will instantly bring you to a place where you really need to be in order to take the next steps forward to finding your voice. I am so glad you watched this video because I really think this is the starting point. This has helped my students very much. So if this is helping you at all, please give me a thumbs up, please subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you here again. Have a glorious day. Ciao.